Pro wrestling is one of the greatest art forms on the planet. For every single thing that makes pro wrestling great, there is something equally terrible that a pro wrestling fan will not be afraid to let you know. Today I'm going to give you the definitive list of the biggest pro wrestling pet peeves, and it's not just me saying it. Other people are saying it too. Number 10, the what chant. Picture this. Your favorite wrestler is about to enter into a killer feud that could push him straight to the top of the card, possible main event of WrestleMania, world title push, who knows, but the feud that he's in could literally make or break him. So he steps into the ring, microphone in hand, ready to cut a promo that is gonna set the feud on fire and get everybody interested. But every single time he has a pause in between one of his dramatic lines, the crowd says, "Isn't that kind of annoying?" Imagine if that happened the rest of this video. I don't blame you guys. I blame this guy. I get wanting to feel like you're a part of something and having fun with the people around you. I mean, you guys literally pay for the tickets, so who am I to really say what you can and can't do? I'm just letting you know it is kind of annoying. Number 9. The big man push everyone away in a battle royal spot. You have seen this time and time and time again from the same people year after year. Every time there's a battle royal, every time there's a Royal Rumble, men and women alike. This spot is the most overplayed spot in all of professional wrestling, and I will fight to the death on that hill. If everyone that is in the ring at the time can't do anything about the big man should just win the match. You'll have the big man push every single person off and look really, really good doing it for the most part. But then he will immediately be selling to small kicks in the corner for the next 15 minutes of the match. Number 8, when a wrestler is within reach of their tag team partner, but it's not time for the hot tag, so they just kind of awkwardly pull back, like you can clearly touch the person, but because it's gonna mess you up, you just don't. It's really bad when people like scoot back to the corner or start to bend their arm towards themselves so their partner can't reach it. Guys, I know things happen in the ring that you just can't control, but at least try. Number 7, wrestlers standing outside the ring waiting for a dive. Obviously, a majority of these are just gonna be like timing issues, right? I really have an issue with this when it's multi-men moments with this. You have 5 or 6 guys outside of the ring, awkwardly huddling together like it's a middle school game of football, all glancing up, waiting for the cue for the guy to jump off. It is just so awkward. Not only that, but they always end up missing somebody and that person still sells to the ground. It's ridiculous. Number 6, repeating a botched spot immediately after. Listen guys, I can forgive you. In the heat of the moment, you make a mistake, something's mistimed, you got the spots out of order, something goes wrong. Then you immediately try shifting right back into it. It gets kind of awkward and it just screams staged, but things happen. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that one because it's wrestling, it's not perfect. Not too long ago, I made a video where I got in a real wrestling ring with a real wrestler and I took wrestling finishing moves based off of Maven's tier list. If you guys want to see me get my butt kicked, I'll drop that video down in the description below. Make sure you check it out after this. Number 5, heels cheating the same way every single time. The purpose of a heel in wrestling is to get the babyface over, right? To get heat on themselves. Cheating is a great way to do that. But there's 2 prime examples that I can think of off the top of my head that just never really made sense to me. The first one is John Cena's recent heel run, right? He was hitting every single person with the championship. So you would think somebody would be smart enough to grab that sucker and chuck it into the 3rd row of the audience to make sure that he doesn't have that opportunity, right? The other one wasn't necessarily winning every single time, but it was Shinsuke Nakamura just low blowing everyone. Like, come on. You can't get more creative than the same exact kind of low blow thing every single week, and no babyface is smart enough to expect this kind of stuff? Dude, you're burying your own people there. Number 4, when you shift into position for a splash. This is just the worst. You ever watching a really good wrestling match and you kind of get taken aback a little bit because someone's on the top rope, the guy on the mat's not in place, and so he just kind of, It is the most awkward thing to see. There are tons of better ways to get into position. Some guys will sell their way into position, or some guys are just so dang good. Like this guy can hop off the top rope and just turn his body in midair to meet you wherever you're at. And I feel like that's the kind of stuff we should be looking for on both ends. The guy giving the move and the guy taking the move. But if you're shifting into position, dude, just... Number 3, waiting for spots while you're at the top of a ladder. This is more prominent in multi-men matches. If you guys want a prime example, I advise you to watch the 2025 men's Money in the Bank match. For at least 2.5 minutes straight, Penta was on top of a ladder and had all the time in the world to get the briefcase down, but just... He was waiting for Chad Gable to get up and do his little ladder spot, but it just took so long. Not only that, but a lot of times you'll see guys trying to give the person that's supposed to be stopping them a little bit of leeway, and they start selling like it's SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 trying to get up the dang ladder. In singles matches, you won't see this too much. Outside of the reaching when you're on the second rung of the ladder, I mean, that's one too, but that's for another time. And number 2, the stupid double foot stomp in the corner spot. This thing. You guys know where the opponent literally is holding themselves up in a tree of woe, waiting for their opponent to climb the top turnbuckle and then crush their face with the bottom of their boots. Why would you not let go? Have the guy fall in front of you. Try to weave out side to side. I don't know. I've seen people release themselves from a tree of woe. Why not just do that? These are just people I've seen do it throughout the years. This is not necessarily part of their repertoire. Penta, Rey Fenix, Ricochet, Will Ospreay, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Mustafa Ali, and the guy that made the move famous when I was a kid, Albert. Notable prick, they call him Albert. There's a lot of things that I can overlook in professional wrestling, but a move as dumb as this one, it just looks like you're letting the guy hit you. And I mean, it is pro wrestling. It's kind of like the whole... And number 1, I have left blank for you guys to fill out in the comments. Tell me your biggest wrestling pet peeve, what you guys think should be number 1 on this list. It's professional wrestling, and we're professional wrestling fans. There are a million gazillion things that we could complain about, but at the end of the day, this video is not about hating on professional wrestling as much as it is dialoguing about something that we collectively love. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you liked it, drop a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one.